Hey cuties, this is your girl Yana of Yana's Eyes, and we're back for another episode of She's Cute and She Cooks. Okay, so this look is inspired by Harley Quinn. I apologize for the lighting. Unfortunately, I just don't have enough space in here in order to set up lighting and everything else I need to cook. But you will see everything that you need to see in order to make this dish. So if you're interested to see what I'm cooking up today, keep watching. Okay, so this is one of my favorite meals. It is pasta, and it's good for any time of the year. Most people eat it in the summertime. However, I'm in Florida, so it's practically always summer. It's linguine. For this meal, we need Parmesan cheese, a bag, I'm trying to keep it light, a bag of shredded cheddar, I get wishbone, or wishbone Italian dressing. That's a little bit tangy, so what I like to do is mix them, and then I also use Catalina. So as you can see, I just have a little bit of Catalina. This is probably going to be enough, but just in case, I have another one in the refrigerator. Broccoli, and I like chunky vegetables in it, so I bought 2 of those. Cucumber. I actually had another half that I did not eat. And then salad supreme, which is a seasoning that goes in linguine. And for addition, I'm also going to season it with garlic salt and black pepper. Just a little bit of black pepper, because I hear black pepper is good for your digestive system. So you don't want to get too heavy for it. Some people might think that's even strange. I do not eat tomatoes, so therefore I do not put tomatoes in my linguine. To add a little bit to the flavor of the linguine, I've decided to add shrimp. Now, being as though I'm the only person who's going to be eating this, I have a bag of shrimp that's medium shrimp with the tail on. If I were making this for a special event, I would buy salad shrimp, which are a lot smaller. They do not have tails on them, and they're a little less expensive, but luckily for me, these were on sale. So I put my water on. Some people will just put the water and the noodles together. I boil my water first and just put some sea salt in it for flavor, and then I allow that to sit, and then I wash off my vegetables, and then I'll cut these up while my water is coming to a boil. That's the piece of cucumber that I had left. I absolutely love cucumbers. I eat them by themselves with dressing. I eat them in salads. I put them on top of fish. I just absolutely love cucumbers. And as I said before, I like to cut my vegetables chunky inside of, or maybe I didn't say it before, well, I'm saying it now. I cut the cucumber down the middle and then dice it or slice it, and that's it. Some people would. So that's just 1.5 cucumbers. Next, I'm going to be cutting the heads off of the broccoli. Some of it, the heads were kind of big, so I did cut those in half. But again, I left my vegetables all to be a very chunky, big style, not too fine. So there you go. I did just scrape it, and I know it looks like a lot, but trust, I will eat them all. I pre-season my vegetables with salad supreme, garlic salt, and a little bit of black pepper, just to get everything started. And Parmesan, don't forget Parmesan. I ran out of one, so had to open up another bottle of the Parmesan cheese in order to, finish out everything. Next, I'm going to be adding in some Italian dressing and Catalina. I don't measure this anymore at this point. I've made it so many times that I call on the ancestors to tell me when to stop. All right, then you have your shredded cheddar. And you stir everything all up. Stirring is going to be key in this because you definitely have two liquids in here and you want to make sure that they are evenly distributed amongst all of the vegetables, noodles, everything that you're going to add into this bowl. Shrimp as well. I felt like I needed a little bit more salad supreme, and I get that feeling based on the color. My vegetables should be coated nicely with that salad supreme color. Linguine noodle, this one is from Berea. It was already opened, so I just went ahead and used what I had left in the box. I don't have a particularly favorite linguine noodle, or any noodle for that matter. I think I get something different every time. So once all that is done, my noodles were pretty much finished. And then I just take this pot and I stuck it in the freezer, to be honest, to let those noodles kind of cool off. And now I'm going to start my shrimp. So just a teaspoon of the Earth Balance butter. I actually had some shrimp in the freezer that I purchased recently. So I finished that and then added a little bit from my new bag. And I'm going to season these shrimp just as I did the vegetables. But I have garlic salt, some Old Bay, herb and garlic. I love garlic too. And then for some reason I added some thyme, however you pronounce it. I don't know why. It has turned into one of my favorite seasonings. Right now, they're still frozen, so I was just trying to evenly distribute them on the pan before I covered them up. And then there you have it, nice and sauteed. Know that I ate a couple of those before I added them into my bowl. I did have to remove all the tails as well. And then I took the noodles out of the freezer. I was just showing you how much I used on the vegetables, which was not a lot. So I'm adding a nice coating of the Italian dressing, Parmesan cheese, Catalina dressing to my noodles. And then just stirring them up really good. I cannot stress enough, stirring is key for this dish. And then I'm just adding more salad supreme, of course more shredded cheddar, garlic salt, and I'm stirring. Now is the time to put everything together. Pour my noodles inside the bowl with my vegetables, which have both been seasoned, so they should come together as perfection. Make sure you take the necessary time and arm strength to mix everything up. I know it looks like a lot for one person, but I'm greedy like that. I will eat it all. Trust and believe. By the time I get done with half of it, I'll be adding chicken and green beans or something to it and make it into a whole meal. But I eat this by itself as a meal, even though most people consider it to be a side dish. Alright, so now after I've drained off some of the seasoned juices from my shrimp, I left a little bit of it in there for flavor. I'm just big on season. I'm big on flavor. I love good food. Food has to be seasoned properly, and it has to make your mouth water. So remember, those liquids have probably settled at the bottom. You have to keep on mixing this bowl so that it is evenly distributed throughout everything. And now for the taste test. I stuffed my face, I did. But I had to get every ingredient on my fork. And I'm in love. I do's this. Then I'm just going to cover it up with some aluminum foil. As you can see, I already have a bowl right there. Dinner is served. Put this in the refrigerator and it will be ready tomorrow. Just remember that stirring is very, very important, because 9 times out of 10, all of your Catalina and all of your Italian dressing has sank to the bottom, and you need to scoop it up and stir it back into the noodles. Now, I know I'm being greedy by eating a bowl now, but this dish is best served after it has sat overnight, and then in the morning you can taste it and decide if whether or not you want to add more Parmesan, more cheddar, or whatever it is that you need to add in order to make it taste to your liking, because by then all of the seasonings, all of the flavor that you added into your cooking process will be absorbed into the vegetables, absorbed into the noodles, and you can really check to see if indeed you need to add more or not. So this ends another episode of She's Cute and She Cooks. Some people add pepperoni, some people add tomatoes, but this is just how I like my linguine. And again, it is one of my favorite dishes. So this is your first time visiting. I hope that you enjoyed this video enough to subscribe to my channel, like, hit that notification bell so that you can be updated the next time I upload content, and leave a comment and just let me know what you thought about episode 4 of She's Cute and She Cooks. Thank you for watching. See you when I see ya. Peace.